This is our home, a tiny blue dot orbiting around an average star in an average galaxy. But we're pretty sure that we're alone in this galaxy. Well, actually, we know that we're alone because we haven't found any evidence of extraterrestrial life. But we also know that there are billions of Earth-like planets out there. So why hasn't life evolved anywhere else? Why is Earth the only planet with life? How did life begin on our little blue dot? How did our little blue dot come to be? Let's take a trip back in time to find out. Around 4.6 billion years ago, Earth didn't exist. In fact, the solar system didn't exist either. All that existed was a ginormous cloud of gas and dust. This cloud would eventually become our solar system, and it's not entirely clear how this happened. According to one theory, the collapse of this cloud was triggered by a nearby supernova. A star went supernova, releasing huge amounts of energy into space. This disrupted the cloud, causing it to collapse in on itself. As it collapsed, it began to spin faster and faster, forming a disk of rotating gas and dust. This disk would eventually form the planets, asteroids, comets, and other objects in our solar system. At the center of this disk, a hot ball of hydrogen and helium formed under immense pressure and heat. This would be our sun. As the planets formed from the remaining gas and dust, they were bombarded by asteroids and other objects. This bombardment lasted for hundreds of millions of years, and it completely reshaped the planets, including Earth. During this time, Earth was a molten ball of rock, but eventually it cooled enough for a solid crust to form. Now the bombardment from space would eventually stop, and this marked the beginning of Earth's existence as a planet. Now we don't know exactly how this all played out, it's just a theory. We call this the nebular hypothesis. But even though we have a lot of theories about how our solar system formed, we still have a lot to learn. There are so many questions that scientists want to answer. Like, what was the solar system like before the planets formed? How did the planets move around in the early solar system? And how did Earth get its water and atmosphere? One theory that scientists have put forward to explain the origin of Earth's water and atmosphere is called outgassing. This is the theory that Earth's water and atmosphere came from gases that were released from the interior of the Earth. This could have happened as a result of volcanic activity or other geological processes. However, recent studies have shown that this may not be the case. It's possible that Earth's water and atmosphere came from other sources, such as comets or asteroids. Scientists are still working to determine where exactly Earth's water and atmosphere came from. But it's clear that this is an important piece of the puzzle when it comes to understanding how life arose on our planet. We do have some clues as to how life began. For example, we know that life as we know it depends on the presence of water. Water is a unique substance in that it can exist in 3 different states: solid, liquid, and gas. This gives it a wide range of uses and makes it a great solvent. In fact, water is often referred to as the universal solvent because it can dissolve more substances than any other liquid. Another thing that makes water unique is its ability to moderate temperatures. Water has a high heat of vaporization, which means that it takes a lot of energy to turn it from a liquid to a gas. This helps to keep the temperature of Earth stable, even though the sun's energy output varies over time. Without water, life as we know it could not exist. But even if life did arise on other planets, it's not clear if it would have been able to evolve into complex life forms like humans. Evolution is the process by which populations of organisms change over time. The theory of evolution by natural selection was first proposed by Charles Darwin, and it's now the most widely accepted explanation for the diversity of life on Earth. According to this theory, populations of organisms change over time due to random mutations. These mutations can cause changes in an organism's traits, and those traits can then be passed down to future generations. Over time, these changes can add up and lead to the evolution of new species. This process can take millions of years, and it's not clear if it would have occurred on another planet if conditions were slightly different. So we don't really know how life began on Earth, but we do know that the conditions on Earth today are just right for life to thrive. The conditions on Earth are just right for life to thrive. The ideal distance from the sun, the presence of water, and a stable atmosphere are just a few of the factors that make Earth habitable. But there are other factors as well. For example, Earth has a strong magnetic field that protects it from harmful radiation from the sun. Earth also has a diverse range of ecosystems that provide a variety of habitats for life to exploit. Despite all of these favorable conditions, Earth has experienced mass extinctions in the past. Mass extinction is the rapid disappearance of a large number of species. There have been 5 major mass extinctions in Earth's history, and the most recent one occurred 66 million years ago. It's believed that this mass extinction was caused by an asteroid impact, but despite these setbacks, life has always found a way to bounce back. In each case, new species have evolved to fill the vacant ecological niches, and this process of evolution has led to the diversity of life that we see today. Scientists are still trying to understand the factors that make Earth habitable, and whether or not similar conditions exist elsewhere in the universe. But it's clear that Earth is a special place. We don't know if life would have evolved differently on another planet, but we do know that Earth is the only planet we know of that can support human life. And that is not surprising, given that it is the only planet we know of that has all the conditions necessary for life to thrive. There are lots of questions surrounding the formation of Earth, such as what role did comets and asteroids play in the delivery of water and organic molecules to our planet? And how did Earth's atmosphere form, and how did that affect the evolution of life on our planet? Scientists are continuing to study these questions, and they're making new discoveries all the time. So while we may never know for sure how Earth formed or how life began on our planet, we can continue to explore these questions and learn more about the amazing world we live in. One of the biggest mysteries surrounding Earth's formation is the origin of the Moon. According to the most widely accepted theory, the Moon formed as a result of a giant impact between Earth and a Mars-sized planet called Theia. This impact would have thrown a huge amount of debris into space, and over time that debris would have coalesced to form the Moon. However, this is just a theory, and there is still a lot of debate surrounding it. Some scientists have proposed alternative theories, such as the capture theory, which proposes that the Moon formed elsewhere in the solar system and was captured by Earth's gravity. Whatever the true story behind the Moon's formation may be, one thing is certain. The Moon plays an essential role in the habitability of Earth. The Moon's gravity helps to stabilize Earth's tilt, and it also plays a role in the tides. Additionally, the light reflected from the Moon's surface provides us with a valuable resource of illumination at night. The Moon is also thought to have played a role in the evolution of life on Earth. For example, the Moon's gravity is believed to have affected the way that life evolved to move and grow. Additionally, the light from the Moon would have provided a reliable source of light for early organisms to navigate by. In conclusion, the origin of Earth and the Moon is a fascinating topic that has captured the imagination of scientists and the general public alike. While we may never know for sure how these celestial bodies came to be, we can continue to explore the evidence and develop new theories. As we learn more about the Moon, we can also appreciate its essential role in the habitability of Earth and the evolution of life on our planet. If you enjoyed this video, check out another one I made about the theory that the Moon was a failed second Earth. Thanks for watching.